A suspected serial killer was captured, and his tattoo played a very important role in his arrest. This serial killer was a 25-year-old black man who did 6 murders within a few months span. Security footage, shell casings, and a small distinctive tattoo played a pivotal role in the arrest of a man suspected in at least 6 killings over the past 2 months in the St. Louis and Kansas City areas. The St. Louis Circuit Attorney Office on Tuesday charged Perez Deshay Reed in the shooting deaths of 2 people in the city in September. Reed was charged Saturday in 2 other fatal shootings in September in St. Louis County. He is also suspected of killing 2 people in Kansas City, Kansas, and the FBI has labeled him a suspected serial killer. Reed, who turns 26 years old on Wednesday, today, remained in jail on a $2 million bond. Surveillance video in Kansas helped lead to Reed's arrest. Images captured by the cameras showed the distinctive crescent moon-shaped tattoo on Reed's forehead. The commonality among the 6 people murdered were handgun casings. Rich Quinn, a special agent in charge of the FBI office in St. Louis, said, "We knew they came from the same handgun." Reed is charged in the St. Louis County killing of a 16-year-old named Marnay Haynes on September the 13th, and a 40-year-old by the name of Lester Robertson on September the 26th in the city of St. Louis. He is suspected in the killings of a 49-year-old named Pamela Abercrombie on September the 16th, and a 24-year-old man by the name of Kerry Ross on September the 19th. All 4 victims were shot in the head. His capture followed the killing of a man and a woman at a Kansas City, Kansas apartment complex. Surveillance video showed Reed entering Damon Irvin's apartment on October the 28th. Police found Irvin, a 35-year-old, fatally shot in the apartment on November the 1st, according to an FBI affidavit. Reed and 25-year-old Rua Deja Farrow entered the same apartment complex on the night of October the 29th, and Reed left 15 minutes later. According to the affidavit, Farrow's nude body was found on November the 2nd in her apartment. The FBI said Reed showed his driver's license to enter the building, and the surveillance video showed his forehead tattoo. Officers began telling Reed and watching him Friday as he boarded a St. Louis-bound Amtrak that left Union Station in Kansas City, Missouri. But instead of riding to St. Louis, Reed got off at the first stop in the Kansas City suburb of Independence, Missouri. The FBI said officers conducted surveillance from aboard the train and arrested Reed as he boarded a bus. He was allegedly carrying a .40 caliber handgun that investigators believe he used in the St. Louis area shootings. With the same gun, he was still carrying it. But it goes to say, like I've been saying and I continue to say, it's something going on in the minds of the people. 25-year-old serial killer. And you gotta figure back in the 70s, 80s, and it's not saying that there wasn't black people that were serial killers, but the most we heard of serial killers was white people. But now, it's black people. And also, most of the serial killers were older people. Now it's young people. Even though if we really label it, if you kill 4 or 5 people, I would kind of say that's like a serial killer, even though what they call it a mass shooting. If you just, do like the gang members, If you just do a drive-by and you kill 4 or 5 people, that would be a mass shooting. It's a difference. The serial killing comes with the way he lures them in and how he killed them at certain places, and he would study going back and forth to those same communities doing it. But yeah, family, you definitely have to be careful out here when you don't know the mind of people. You have to start dialing yourself in to feel people's energy. You can feel when somebody has that negative energy on them, and you can't just pay it no never minds. You have to be like, whoa, his energy is off, and might not want to deal with that person, because when you feeling it like that, you don't know what they're capable of doing, and you definitely don't want to be a person that ends up violated and probably end up dead. Because think 2 of the victims, he was in their apartment. Did they let him in? It doesn't say. We don't know, but they were found dead inside their apartment. So the thing is, how did he get in their apartments? It doesn't mention nothing about a break-in or nothing. So he might have gained the trust of people. You know, you can't trust everybody. I don't care how charismatic you speak or whatever. It's not about just trusting somebody, especially off first meeting. But yeah, young people, they out here wild. They are wilding. They're doing the most. Dang, this demonic energy got a hold on the people, and it has a tight grip. People better start doing some praying, some fasting, some something. But definitely, you better do some paying attention to your surroundings and protecting yourself by all costs, and protecting your family by all costs. You know what I mean? Like me, I don't even allow my sons, don't be bringing strangers to my house, even though they your little buddies and whatever. Especially if I see how they moving. I'll be like, no, don't even have them on my street. You know what I mean? And you have to be that way sometime. But yeah, my prayers go out to all these people that lost their life, to this animalistic character, and to their family members. And justice needs to be right. Like I always say, if you intentionally take a life, your life should be taken intentionally. You shouldn't be allowed to sit in jail and live out the rest of your days when these 6 people ain't coming back. And their family that's paying taxes is paying for part of the prison system too. So that's definitely unfair to people's families. You know, when you take a life, your life should be taken. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.